We are the Total Wrestling Show. We are the UK's #1 in pro wrestling talk radio show. My name's Dan Barnstable.
I'm Andy Evans.
I'm Steve Grieve.
And we come to you live every Sunday and Wednesday night, 7 PM GMT. We bring you wrestling reality, and that starts right
Wait for it.
now.
Wrestling reality not only happens on a Wednesday and Sunday, but we do different shows throughout the month on the TWS network. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about those programs, which include On the Road, TWS Total Talk, and commentary. So let's kick it off now, talking about one of the flagship special shows, and that's On the Road.
On the Road is a very unique concept designed by the Total Wrestling Show. We will go to independent wrestling shows as well as the WWE and the TNA shows, sit backstage, record interviews with not only the stars of the relevant promotions but also the promoter and the bookers for that promotion, discussing that event as well as wrestling in general.
This is a great opportunity for all of us to sit down and speak to what could be a future WWE or TNA World Champion. Some of the guys that you've had the pleasure of speaking to include British Boot Camp members.
The Blossom Twins.
Party Mighty Scroll.
Party Mighty Scroll. As well as current WWE developmental wrestler, the Zulu Warrior.
Exactly. So you always need to go to an independent show, don't you, really, to find out if one of those superstars could be watching you right there. And also, don't forget, former WWE stars come over to the UK all the time, like PCW and Antonina Love from TNA.
Yeah, we encourage all of you to check out any independent wrestling near you. Go visit and support these guys, these young talent, because someday they could be in WWE or TNA, but more importantly, you never know, you might see TWS on the road there as well.
And if you do come and see us, come and say hello. We don't bite. Well,
Much.
Steve does.
Steve does.
I might have a nibble.
A nibble?
I might have a little nibble. Just a little nibble.
Or you just bail out the ring and leave me to take a beating.
Well, that's how it should be.
What? No.
That has happened at a few on the roads where Andy has taken a kicking for the team. Check out our YouTube channel, TWS Live, for more information on
why
that.
did I get a beating? Because someone bailed out of the ring, didn't they?
Look, these good looks, they support the show.
Look, we've just had Halloween.
Dan trying to hangman himself as well as he jumps out.
Yeah, that's on the YouTube
That's
channel.
why you need to come to the independent shows, because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, trying to see Dan get in the ring. More importantly, trying to see you get into the ring.
Yeah, that wasn't my fault. They made the ropes higher than I thought.
We are short.
Yeah.
I can get in, and I'm shorter than you.
I'm stood up now.
Hornswoggle got nothing on you. So as well as On the Road, that's just one of our key shows. We also produce commentaries. So if you want to have a look at a retro WWE pay-per-view, then you need to listen to Steve.
You do indeed. All you need to do, we do it monthly as an alternative commentaries for TWS. We've done many different ones in the past, mainly WWE, but we are looking at covering TNA, WCW, ECW, anything the nation wants. All they need to do is check out the Facebook group at TWS Live and the website at TotalWrestlingShow.com. You get a chance to put whatever pay-per-view you want, and you'll hear me, Dan, and Cybil give a very different take on a pay-per-view, and it has been random in the past.
Yeah, it has been. We talk about all kinds of things. Yes, we talk about the pay-per-view, but we talk about anything as well while the pay-per-view's on.
And if you're very lucky, sometimes you even get to hear Dan going a little bit Tourette's.
That has only happened once.
That was quite funny.
Luckily.
Big mistake on my part.
You know, you've done some good pay-per-views though. I mean, the commentaries, the whole archive's there, from ECW One Night Stand to SummerSlam to the recent Royal Rumble 2002. But what has been the best pay-per-view that you guys have covered on the road? On commentaries even.
I think, personally, for me, I think the one I had most fun with was King of the Ring 1996, because it's an awful pay-per-view, and I had such a great time
Talking, just generally
talking about it.
Was that just to survive the pay-per-view?
Yeah, just to survive it. I mean, one of the biggest compliments we had on Facebook was the fact that people were downloading it and they didn't even have the pay-per-view, and they could still listen to the whole thing.
That's a good thing about commentaries, I think, and I've always said that, is the fact that you don't need the VHS or the DVD to listen to the show. You just need to enjoy wrestling and enjoy people talking about wrestling, and that's what we do.
See, the thing is, we're limited on commentaries though, because unless you've got it in your back catalogue, because you are the archive of wrestling videos, aren't you? Really, if you think.
We've got a few. Let's say that
a few thousand.
A few thousand within the TWS family, shall we say?
Oh, nice cover.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
nice
you.
cover. Now, the other show we do as a special is TWS Total Talk, and this basically is a chance for you to hear one-on-one with a superstar, whether that be a current WWE or TNA, a legend, or an independent sensation. And we've been very lucky on this show to speak to some of the biggest names in professional wrestling, including a few of our personal favourites, aren't they? The Wildcat, Chris Harris, former TNA World Tag Team Champion with the Cowboy James Storm. JJ Dillon, who was a class of 2012 WWE Hall of Famer, legendary manager of the Four Horsemen. And also, again, up-and-coming stars like the Blossom Twins, like Party Time Marty Scurll, like Aaron Angel from the independent wrestling scene. Total Talk happens once in a blue moon. We can't tell you when it's going to happen, but we will put posts on Facebook to let you know exactly who we're speaking to and give you, the TWS Nation, the opportunity to ask your questions directly to that talent.
And we encourage you to make these questions different and unique. We don't like to be the normal generic kind of wrestling show which asks you, what do you think the current state of the Divas division? What do you think the current state of the tag division? We want your quirky, your funny, but respectful questions.
That's true. When we spoke to Bobby Roode, we asked why his hair got so fuzzy.
Yes, we asked Jeff Hardy.
After 15 minutes, that's generally what we asked him, wasn't it?
We talked Jeff Hardy face paint.
I really want to ask Christopher Daniels about a perfect appletini recipe.
See, there's loads of opportunities to talk with these guys and ask them different and make these interviews stand out, and we need your help to do that.
We're also going to start interviewing the presenters as well. Like, I want to find out why Dan's got a receding hairline.
It's called fashion.
Really?
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, don't do his impression, you're not funny.
So wrestling reality, again, encompasses all of those shows, but it's not just the shows that we bring to you. We can't do this without the TWS Nation. And one thing we want to do on this video right here, right now, is say a massive thank you to everyone who has liked us on Facebook at facebook.com/TWS Live. We are the largest UK wrestling radio show since the inception back in January 2010. And you think about how far we've come since that launch of the show.
It's a great comment. It's it's our biggest hub for interactivity. It's our biggest hub to communicate with our fans and our listeners. And we want to, again, echo Andy's comments. Thank you, everyone who's kind of stuck with us through the hard times, through the fun times,
through the tech issues.
Through the tech issues, which we are legendary for.
Many tech issues.
And not recording the show, Steve.
That was not me, was it?
Either way, we are happy to say we've gone for 2 years doing this show, and it keeps on growing and growing and growing. And to be the strongest UK wrestling radio show on Facebook,
yeah,
I think goes a long way and says a lot about the quality of the product we bring out.
Do you know what? Not just that, it's a testament to our listeners as well for sticking by us. And we've got listeners who joined us back in January of 2010 for Genesis.
Yeah.
And now we're up to 2 years, and they're still with us. And new guys are coming in all the time. And I don't know about you, but I've made some great friends, some great listeners have become personal friends of mine. It's the way to go.
That's not the only sort of big thing I get from TWS. I've met a lot of people. I had a chance to do some great shows, go to some great shows.
Plus, you get to work with me,
and I get to work with Dan, and and Andy, our head producer. To be fair, bow down.
And our head twit.
That's me at TWS Mania on Twitter.
Yeah.
Nice little cheap plug.
TWS Mania on Twitter.
But one of the points I want to get to is the fact that we've tried to do everything to try and be different and unique and have something different out there. We're the only radio show to have a text number.
07876 692 917, and that graphic will appear at the bottom of the screen. And on Wednesday, we're going to test Dan to see if he can still remember what the text number is.
I can tell what the text number is. It's right at the bottom of the screen now.
That's one way of getting away with it, isn't it?
But you can't do that on the live show.
It is everything that's unique. On the road is unique. Commentaries is unique. If you go back onto the archives and Tuck Wrestling Show and you look at the legacy shows, it's something that's unique. There's so many different things out there that we didn't just stick to the standard 2 live show or 1 live show.
No, we try and make it different, and we always encourage you guys out there for anything you want to see on the show to let us know. Plus, you got to tune in most weeks because we always have some kind of game.
Many games.
Our games are legendary without the industry. We have people coming to us asking to play it, as well as asking not to play it.
Yes. If you ever see us in the street, do not say "finish him."
Yeah. Come and ask us to play Finish Him. Don't come and play When Am I?
No, horrible.
Oh no, When Am I's good. I like When Am I. Can win When Am I.
Can't play Win Finish Him.
Oh, yeah.
Robbie E. built.
They should be disqualified.
Why? Because they beat you?
No, because there was 2 of them doing Finish Him.
It was just Robbie E.
It was Robbie T. You can hear it on the audio. Finish now.